Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. I hope that you all are doing well. Today I am coming to y'all with a channel message, and this channel message is associated with Miss Shanquella Robinson. Now, keep in mind, this is a channel message, which means all the details cannot possibly apply to what is physically put out there in the media and documentation, because I do not claim to know anyone personally associated with this case. I have not talked to anyone associated with this case. These are all messages that I have picked up when I was meditating and channeling over this, this topic. If you would like a personal reading, all the information will be left in the description box below. Any information that you need to know of me, again, in the description box below. So I want to go ahead and jump into this. Now, this situation, let's just give a little bit of background on this particular topic. And this, when this case first came out, this honestly was a big deal for me personally, because I have two children. I have a daughter, and she literally last year went through one of the most horrible situations that I've ever experienced with a teenager in regards to friends and friendships. Because you're going to see me do this a lot when I talk about friendships, because I had to tell her, and unfortunately her case was one of the situations that I allowed my daughter to open her eyes to friendships. My son too, but he's more of an introvert. My daughter's very social, and I've noticed that, in the past, she's very loosely used the term, that's my friend, that's my friend. And unfortunately, when Miss Shanquella passed, I showed her, the information and all the stuff that was out there in media and surrounding this situation, this young woman's passing, because I told my daughter, let this be a lesson that you need to trust your gut feeling when it comes to people. You need to not always call everyone your friend, because everyone does not have your interests at heart, okay? Really listen to your gut feeling about things. Don't be so quick to just want to be, fit in with something. And when it feels like people have outgrown their space and their time in your life, let it go. Don't try to force something because you have history, because I know a lot of people do that. And that's definitely what it seemed like in this case. That's definitely what it seems like in this case. I assure you, jealousy played a huge role, okay? And like I said, we're going to get into it a little bit about this woman's background so you can understand some of the things. It's just a refresher in case you haven't heard this case. But it's coming back to the surface because it's time. She's going to get justice. This young lady is going to get justice, and she herself is going to see to it. See, 2025 is a 9 year. 9s are about transitions and endings. Okay, and endings could be associated with closure. A lot of people are going to get closure during this time, and she will be one of these people. Okay, so jumping into it, Miss Shanquella Robinson, she was 25 when she passed. She was a Capricorn. Her birthday was just what is documented. Again, I don't know her personally, but what was documented, her birthday is January 9th, 1997. Okay, this would make her a life path number 9. Again, I'm going to say 2025 is a 9 year. So this is going to add to the emphasis of her getting her justice. She's working, her energy, her spirit is working in tandem with what is meant to be. They're going to get justice for this young woman. She's going to see to it, okay? They already are starting to, the wheel is getting rolling, because it's coming back to the surface, more topics about more legal stuff going on behind the scenes. And now you're going to have some Scooby-Doo shit going on. A cartoon where everybody's pointing like, who did it? Him. That's what's about to start happening right now. Okay. I'm already predicting that there's going to be one person, specifically a male, who is going to come out and I want to say unintentionally, but it's not going to be unintentional. This person wants to clear themselves of what's about to go down, because it's about to go down. Okay. So a little bit about her. Miss Shanquella Robinson, outside of, like I said, she was a Capricorn, life path number 9. She was a businesswoman. She was a founder of a women's clothing line. She was a hairstylist, a social media influencer, and she was from South Carolina. Now, there's some jealousy here. Did you hear what I said about this woman? She had some stuff going for her at the age of 25. She had some stuff going on for her, and she built that with her own 2 hands. She built and she was building a brand. And what I heard was that somebody in that group, or a couple people in that group, but one specifically, felt like she was a little too big for her britches. Like they felt like she was full of herself. Okay. And so for a while, this person has felt like that. But then amongst that group of friends, there was talking behind her back. The thing that is unfortunate. And again, this is why I shared the intro when I was talking about what I shared with my daughter. Is like, I pick up intuitively that she knew that at least two of those people didn't like her. She felt it, but she still kept, connection with these individuals because she had history with them. Okay. This is why it was so difficult. And I wanted to do a reading on this when this first even happened, but it was, first and foremost, very, very fresh. And then secondly, I didn't want it to come off as if I was blaming the victim, because it can come off like that. But the fact of the matter is that she knew these people didn't like her, and she still kept company with these individuals. If she would have listened to her discernment, she could have saved herself. Again, I am not victim blaming, because what they did was wrong. Absolutely, positively wrong. This made this be a lesson. And I hope for those of you who have teenagers, okay, young adult children, you do have these conversations. You do share stories like this with them, because it's a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of hateful, spiteful people out there. And they come cloaked as a friend. And that's scary. But again, you must trust what you feel. There's always, I don't care how naive you are, how I'm just gonna say it. Some people are just straight airheaded. I don't care, and I'm not saying that she is. I'm just giving an example. I don't care how you are. The energy is a thing. You can feel it. You can feel the shifts in energy. You can feel when somebody's whole energy shifts when they're around you. And this woman knew that. And again, that's why it was so difficult for me to talk about this. But then when I was asking questions, it was like, okay, you're given the go ahead to say that. Energetically, spiritually, I felt you're given the go ahead to go ahead and talk about that, because it's going to come out anyway. It's about to come out. There's no way anybody's going to hide it. They all finna have to pay. They're all going to pay. Two people are going to pay the most, but they're all going to pay. And it's not just this, as they call them. They're calling the group of friends that she was with the Cabo 6. Not just the Cabo 6. You're talking about the staff at the resort. You're talking about some investigators. This is why this lady's case has been unresolved for so long, because you have 3 different groups of people covering their ass. Okay? Let's just start there. Okay? So she went to Cabo San Lucas with her friends. Okay? In October, and then she passed, while she was out there on that trip in October 2022, okay? Her autopsy, okay, so here's the thing. They said that they couldn't charge anyone, but which was straight bullshit. I don't care what anybody says, because there was too many things. One report said they didn't have any findings. It was inconclusive. Another autopsy, okay, that was done said this woman had spinal cord, as well as a severe spinal cord injury is what they said. Severe spinal cord injury. And initially they turned around and said that, her passing was due to alcohol poisoning. When they had looked at the reports and all that, it had no mention of that. No mention whatsoever of that. But that severe spinal cord injury is crazy. Not only did she have a severe spinal cord injury, she had a broken neck. And they accused her of being drunk. Okay? Look, people have freak accidents and things like that, but also in circulation on social media was a video of her being attacked. She was not fighting back. In fact, in the video, I seen it myself. But of course, they've done damage control. They've been taking those videos down because of the violence in it, because it was extremely violent. It was very appalling. Horrible. It was horrible to witness, okay? But in the video, you can hear someone in the background say, "Fight back." Shanquella was not fighting this person back. There was a friend saying, "Fight back," not breaking it up, but saying, "Fight back." And this is what I'm telling you right now. 2 of those people, they're going down, baby. They got to go. They're going down. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, okay? With this, and who is it? The lady that they're trying to get for the femicide is Dejanay Jackson. That's the name of the person who was attacking her in this video. Unfortunately, I'm not going to post that type of video, because I have seen it, but you can get that video off of, X, which was formerly Twitter. And you may even be able to pull it up on Instagram, because, there's always people, when they take stuff down, they always post them back up. You can see that video. That woman was being attacked. And I mean brutally. She wasn't even dressed. That's how degrading that whole situation was with her. They humiliated her. They attacked her. And I say they because nobody broke that up. And from the messages and downloads that I got, yes, it was a plot. They plotted on her. I do not feel like they plotted on her before going out there. This was something that was found out while they were out there. Okay, just again from the messages that I got. And I'm going to say this once more before someone gets in the comments and gets in their feelings. I'm going to say this once again. This is why it was a little difficult for me to bring this up, because I don't want this to seem like I am victim blaming. I'm just telling you what I've seen, and we have to be real with ourselves. Everyone is not innocent. As unfortunate as the situation is, everyone is not innocent, and Shanquella did play multiple roles in this situation, but she definitely did not deserve what happened to her. She did not deserve what happened to her. So there's that part of the situation. Let's see. I'm just looking over the notes before I get into the download that I got. Okay. Yeah, everyone failed her. I'm just gonna say that before I get into this. The police, her friends, and the resort. The resort staff also knew the shape that she was in. They knew it was bullshit. They knew it was. Even the mother, and I'm going to leave the link to that video. Let me leave a note so I won't forget. I'll leave it in the comment section below, where the mother was talking about how the friends were explaining what happened, and then they were even talking to her about what outfits they were going to wear to her funeral, which I thought that was odd also. You know, they were talking about picking colors, and I get it. People do stuff like that, but it was just the tone of it. It felt so wrong. It felt like, it didn't feel like, okay, we're doing this to honor her, we're going to wear her favorite colors and things like that. It felt like guilt, sheer, unrelenting, you know, it just felt like guilt, like they couldn't deal with it. And, you know, so there's that. Now, one of the things that I got in the downloads, because now I want to give you guys an introduction about her and a little bit about what's going on with the case and how this case, you know, evolved to what it was and how this situation became what it was. From the downloads, I was asking questions like, what really happened? I already picked up what happened when this first took place in 2022, but I wanted to confirm this, and I asked, what really happened? What led to this woman's passing? I even want to know what led to her and this woman being in a fight where she would not fight this one back, because it doesn't make sense. If you look at photos, and I'm very intuitive, I can look at a photo, I can read a person's energy, and a lot of people you all can see. You can read when a person they don't play none of that mess, and they not with none of the shenanigans. Shanquella wasn't with none of that mess. She had a very strong personality. She had very strong energy. And there's nothing about her that gives off, I'm just going to stand here and let somebody pulverize me. Nothing about her says that. When I asked, why did she allow that? Why didn't she fight back? I did hear that she was, in fact, at that time intoxicated. Intoxication was not the reason for her passing. Intoxication was not the reason why she was unalive. She was taken out. Okay, it had nothing to do with alcohol. She was intoxicated in that video when she was being attacked. And I asked, well, what led to this? Why was the fight? And I was told that during that trip, some information came through about something that Shanquella had did behind one of those friends' backs. When that friend found out, they confronted her and was like, oh yeah, that's fucked up. What you did was wrong. You was wrong for that. And the person who was attacking her was basically saying like, I should whoop her ass. And I'm about to put hands on her. And the friends were like, shit, you should. She was wrong for that. So it was something that they found out that Shanquella did, or she was accused of, that enraged this young lady. And the young lady decided that she was going to fight her. And the reason why Shanquella did not fight her back, because she felt guilty and she felt like she deserved it. That is the message that I get. She was intoxicated, but not to the point where she wouldn't have even tried to fight back. What happened was she felt guilty. She felt wrong because whatever was discovered, and I'm seeing someone holding the phone and a text message like something was screenshotted and shared and things like that. That's why I said multiple people played a role. Those friends who was there with her knew what happened, and I kept hearing like, yeah, that was fucked up. Y'all got to fight it out. That's what I was hearing. Like, yeah, you was bogus for that. Y'all gonna have to scrap. Y'all gonna have to do it. And Shanquella did not fight back because she felt like she was wrong, because there was proof that she said or did something that was shady to someone. And again, this is why it was so difficult to talk about this topic, because it's like you're trying to paint this person as the bad guy. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is I feel like she admitted guilt. I also pick up that she did not want to fight this other individual, but whatever came out, this individual was so livid about it. So livid about it that she had in her mind, oh, we fighting. Shanquella didn't want that. That's why if you see in that video, she did not lift a hand to her, not once. She didn't even block really from based off of what we've seen. Also, let's talk about this. If you ever sit here and question like, well, how is this relevant and this, that, and other stuff, this is how you also know that nobody in that room had her side of the story. This is adds to the layers of how it had to be something that, you know, they really found offensive or wrong, because how was there even a footage for that? This was not like out on a patio or in a common space where, you know, resorts would have cameras to record things. This was within a room that they, you know, individuals were sharing. So there was someone in that room that was amongst the peers, the friends, that was recording it. They recorded it because they wanted to record her getting her ass whooped. They wanted that. This is what I'm saying. Everybody in that room needs to go to jail. For the person who recorded it, to now all of a sudden they're hiding it, to now all of a sudden it's not available. How is that video available? They recorded that on purpose because they didn't think it was going to go as far as it did. They didn't think it was going to go to her being unalive. They thought they was going to record her getting her ass whooped for doing something shady or for something coming out, and that was it. They didn't think it was going to go that far. I want to know, just like the rest of the world, who recorded this footage? Why is this footage not being admitted as certain evidence? You know what I mean? Why is this being glossed over? I'm going to tell you why. Because everybody failed her. They didn't respond quick enough to save her life at that damn resort. The police didn't do this because insufficient. First of all, that video of that fight, first and foremost, should have been sufficient enough. Now, if they didn't see the footage of that fight, whilst these people were out there, it sure as hell was circulating on social media. They, you know, it was an issue with extradite and all this other stuff. Look, when the law wants you, the law wants you. You got people sitting in jail right now for fucking food stamp fraud. And you mean to tell me somebody gets unalived and y'all ain't gonna go get this person? Bullshit. You know why? Because now the police knows that they ass in hot water because they did not do a thorough investigation. They didn't ask enough questions, and they should have never allowed them damn people to leave that doggone resort. They should have never, not one person should have been able to leave that resort. And if you say, well, legally they can't hold them and this, and this, you came here with somebody, you're leaving here with one less person. We got to talk about this. They said literally, if you listen to the report, those people left one day after Shanquella died. Y'all didn't do enough report at all. One day after she passed, not passed, after she was unalived, one day after this woman was unalived, they got to go home. Let's also talk about, let's look into this. How many days was their trip booked? How many days was their trip booked? So you mean to tell me the day after she passed, all of a sudden they left? How many days were they there? How many days was their trip booked? Did they hurry and rush and get trips so they can get the hell up out of there? It was the excuse that, of course, you would think like, okay, no, they're not going to stay there and party and kick it after their friend has passed. But the urgency, how soon did they book new flights after this happened? How soon? How much information did these police get? How much dedication did they put to looking into those type of things? Of course, if my friend passed on a trip, no, I'm not going to be out there partying and jet skiing and things like that. But how soon after she passed was trips booked to go back home? What happened there? Did you get phone records for any of these people? Who did they call? Who did they text? Did you get something where people were panicking and things like that? You get what I'm saying? They didn't do enough thorough investigation. So this is why this woman's demise has been blown over for so long, because now these people are trying to cover their tracks also because they did not do what they were supposed to do. Every single person in this situation failed her. It's going to be a masculine. It's going to be a guy who's going to come out, because I forgot his name, but it was already, I seen a video, like a short snippet of him saying, you know, I had nothing to do with this, and I didn't know about this, and I didn't know about that, and everything. I mean, guilt was oozing out of this man. Oozing, and he felt frantic. He felt like he was on the brink of breaking. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the series First 48, and it's like they're like, man, I ain't do it, man. I ain't had nothing to do with that. And then the police officer comes in and say, you want a cigarette? And they're like, yeah, give me a cigarette. Have you eaten? You want something to eat? Yeah, give me something to eat. And then they eat, and they telling the whole story about everything. I'm seeing that for this man. All it's gonna take is a handful of words, a handful of threats, a cigarette, and a sit in that doggone interrogation room. and he's going to spill everything. Again, I'm going to tell you, this is exactly what I seen happen. I even heard, like, let them fight. At one point, somebody in that room was like, okay, that's enough. I'm hearing that. Somebody in that room said, okay, that's enough. But then they're like, no, let them fight. She was bogus. I'm hearing that they're saying that Shanquella was bogus for something that she did. And when I asked about, okay, I'm like, is it about the man? Is it about, what was it about? I was getting more so something about money related stuff, something about business, something about competition, because I initially was getting jealousy. I was getting jealousy. I also did see like some DMs. Like I'm seeing like there was some DMs, some messages that she sent behind somebody's back, or it was interpreted as being shady and behind somebody's back. Again, I must say this. I'm not saying that she's the villain in the situation, but based off of what I was seeing, she's not 100%, clear of wrongdoing either. And when I say wrongdoing, nothing amounts to what happened to her. That poor soul, nothing amounts to that. When I say wrongdoing, somebody took that offensively. One specific person, and I feel very strongly, is the one who was attacking her, for sure. The one who was attacking her, she wanted all the smoke. And the fact that that was recorded lets you know that, it was talked about prior, because the recording happened before they even started fighting. Or she attacked her. It was no fight. She got attacked. Which means they knew what was going on. It was talks about it, and she wasn't let in on it. Also, alcohol fueled the intensity of the situation. You know how some people are silly drunks or playful drunks. This particular woman, with her rage already being where it was, she was an angry drunk, and it just took us to the next level. I feel like she was also, she had alcohol in her system as well, and she just got more and more agitated as she talked about the situation, and as the situation was brought to light, she got more and more agitated, and it just went far left. I don't feel like I feel 100% like her intentions were to do damage, like to hurt her, but not to unalive her. I don't feel like that was the intentions. Nonetheless, that's what it was, and so she must face justice for that. She must face it. She must face the consequences, and so should everyone else there. Because not only did they sit there and lie to that mother and went to her face, went to her house, went to everything, went to that woman's house and told her this, that, and the third happened. It was alcohol poisoning and all this other BS. Everybody came up with a cockamamie excuse about it, and nobody came out and said, what truly happened. The mother even states that somebody else outside of these people in the room, okay? So this is what I'm saying. Did they check phones? Because the mother even says in the clip, it's in the comment section, that people came and said they was over there fighting her. Other people outside of people in that room came to the mother and said they were fighting her. So they were orchestrating it. This was orchestrated. That attack on her was orchestrated, okay? They all deserve to go down, every single one of them. But that dang on Dejanay, put her ass under the jail. Put Dejanay up under the jail. Because it went too far. They said something about when she hit her head on the toilet, drunk and stupor, all this crazy shit. It's bullshit. They knew what they was going to do. Not as far as unaliving her, but they knew that it was going to be a fight. Like I said, that's why the camera was rolling. Y'all really got to think about this particular fact. That's like I always tell people, like my kids will show me things on social media, and I'm just looking at it like, so y'all, this is supposed to be a prank, or this is supposed to be a candid moment, so nobody sees the camera sitting there running. Nobody sees that. Nobody just thinks about, why is this camera right here running? They recorded that moment because I feel like they wanted to embarrass her. First of all, she was nude, like I said. They didn't even give her the decency to be clothed. She was nude. She wasn't fighting back because there was the energy of her feeling guilty. And they wanted to make her feel bad. And the nudity, I always tell people, like even when in the tarot cards, when we have nudity talks about vulnerability and exposure. She was vulnerable and she was exposed. And to be quite honest with you, she was fearful. She was fearful if she did fight back, what would happen. She felt like other people would jump in. And she was scared to fight back. And it's a very heart-wrenching thing. That everything about this case is very heart-wrenching. It's sickening. It's infuriating because they did her dirty on so many levels. But you know what? Like I said, in this 9 years, and she was a personal number 9. Her life path number, not personal, her life path number was 9. This is going to be her year for justice. It's going to happen. Her family, what I recently seen, they have filed all types of charges against the resort, the police, these 6 individuals. And I also picked up when I was meditating at the mother, because she knew quite a few of those friends, you know, very intimately, you know, as far as her daughter's friendships. She fought for a while with whether or not she should press charges or investigate on them, because she's like, ain't no way that they would do that to my baby. She was in denial. But more and more as time goes by, she's realizing, like, yeah, everything about this just don't feel right. They get to go on and live their life and do this and do that, and my child is not here. Something ain't right about that. And they're going to get called to justice. Okay, so I did want to ask 3 questions, and we're going to get cards for that. The first question is, will one of the attendees finally speak up? And this is in regards to the Cabo 6, the individuals who are in, you know, on that trip with them. The second question, was jealousy or secret revealed the reason for her demise? I'm going to say it like that because, you know, you can't say certain words or else they'll take the videos down. And then the third question, will she receive justice? I strongly feel like she will. And it's starting. It's already starting. You guys know that. It's already starting. I'm so happy that her mother and father didn't feel defeated, and they are going to keep fighting, because I do feel like for a while they have felt defeated. The father even said in the clip that's left in the comment section that it takes a lot for him every single day to get out of his bed. If you are a parent and just thinking about your child's last moments, if you hear in a report that your child had a severe spinal cord injury and a broken, my God, like, that's just blowing my mind. It's really blowing my mind. Anything broken and then a spinal cord. Do you know the type of trauma that has to happen for something like that to take place? That is insane. And there's no way around it. A broken neck. Come on, y'all. Come on now. That's when you think about, immediately when I thought about a broken neck, anything could happen that could cause that, but it takes some severity for that. It just made me think about like a car accident, like just being hit so hard to a magnitude where to have something broken, that's insane. And I hope every single day, and I send that out to the universe. You're never supposed to send bad out to people, but I claim for them that every single day you relive that moment and you suffer. Every single day you should suffer the way that that young woman had to suffer. And I claim that for them. And I don't care who has anything negative to say about that, because if it was your child, I don't care how righteous you are or Christian or whatever, and you say God's going to handle it. Absolutely, God can handle it. But we also here on earth, we can hand out karmic justice. We, you know, this is too much for someone to keep going on and keep living their life that way as if they didn't do anything wrong. That's insanity. That is pure insanity. I wish for every single one of those individuals to be haunted to the point where they can't hold back anymore, and that they have to come forth and tell what really happened. That needs to take place. And I do feel like it's a male in this equation who is definitely going to be the one who's going to spill the beans first. There's going to be a female that's really going to be under the microscope. But there's going to be a male who's going to say something. And again, I'm hearing unintentionally, but it's going to be intentional. It's going to seem like it's unintentional, but it's very much intentional. It's almost like this person is trying to remove themselves from the equation. But baby, you still in it because you knew what happened. And for 2 years, you sat here and didn't say anything. So you are just as guilty. You didn't point fingers. You didn't tell who. You helped cover. And for not saying something, you helped cover for 2 years. Keep in mind that number 2 is also about balance. Things will get balanced out. So let's get into it. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, come on, y'all. Come on. Tribe. Look here. You got the judgment card. They gonna face judgment. Judgment. Ooh. Come on. Let me tell y'all something. Miss Shanquella gonna get her justice. She gonna get her justice. Now, what I always do is I always change card from the top to the bottom. That gives you confidence in knowing. I don't see the cards until you do. The cards are face down. I do not see them until you lift them up. There's 78 cards. I don't remember any placement of any damn card. In the name of this, they are pinning these people, the Cabo 6. The people who is with Shanquella, they're going to face judgment. You got major arcana judgment card. It is definite. Let me tell you something. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 souls surrounding this guy. Ooh, they about to face it. They about to get it. They about to get it, Jack. They about to get it. I said there's two people that I feel strongly are going to be like the center of it. If you look in the very center of his instrument, you got C and M. Now, I also see this as G and W. This, for some reason, my eyes always shift like that. So C, G, M, W could be these individuals' first, middle, or last names. First, middle, last name, C, G, M, or W. I'm also getting J and T. These 6 people gonna face justice. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people surrounding that. Baby, they gonna face justice. The 7 of Wands. Okay, the 7 of Wands, guardedness, defensiveness, protection, blockages. They thought that they can fight off anything that was coming towards him because the Wands are coming towards them. They thought they were going to be able to fight it off. They thought that they were going to be able to elude the law. They thought that everything was going to be kosher. No, it's not. Yeah, it's going down. You're going down. It's over. Let's go ahead and get to these shuffles. I'm feeling real happy for her right now. I told you, I feel like it's like 2 females. They talked about this before it actually took place. If you see, she has the thread that she's using to sew with. So this person may have had the information and told this person information like, man, guess what I just seen? Guess what so-and-so just told me? They said Shanquella did da-da-da-da. Look at her face. Look at her eyebrows and how they're all scrunched. She looks agitated. And she looks angry. Look at her. Whatever, somebody told her and then showed her some screenshots or something like that. And when I said her, the Dejanay chick, she's giving Dejanay, that chick who was attacking her. 2 of it's 2 of them that's going to get more time than the rest of them. It's going to happen. There's going to be a closure to the situation because you got a 10 here. It's like, okay, this is taken care of. She's going to receive her justice, that rainbow. She's going to receive her peace. She's going to receive her justice. It's been heartbreaking. And you know, and I hate to say this like this, but even in this moment, I feel like her being attacked the way that she was heartbroken. She was devastated just to know and the realization like this is really happening to me. People that I call my friends. This is really some hurtful bullshit. They going down. Don't worry, Shanquella. They going down, beloved. Hoo-hoo. So as I said, they're going down. You got the justice. Justice is about to be served. Major Arcana, definite energy. Justice is about to be served, my friends. It's happening. From what I heard, what is it? She passed October 29th. That's Scorpio season. You know, Scorpio is associated with the underworld. And the moon right here coming up is the past. The sun is the future. The moon is the past. And you have this coming from the, you know, whatever was buried is coming to the surface. One of these people could be a Cancer or a Pisces. Again, I'm going to say it's 2 people who are right in the thick of it. One's going to sing like a damn canary. You see how that little poker right there is right by the throat chakra? One of these individuals is going to sing like a canary. And keep in mind, they're wolves. So you got wolves in sheepskin. They want to come off like they're innocent. Back to this again. You're watching me shuffle. You got 2 females that are going to be a part of this situation. I'm going to shuffle now in reverse. Yes, coming to the light. The sun always shines light on a situation. Whatever was hidden, whatever was in the dark, the sun is going to shine light on it. And it's involving these 2 females. One person definitely, you know, I'm getting like instigated real heavy. Like, man, I wouldn't take that. I'll beat her ass. Like, I'm really hearing that. And I'm sorry that I'm being so graphic with it, but that's what I'm hearing. Like, man, if that was me, I would beat her ass. I'm hearing that. Like, she hyped that situation up is what she did. Definitely, like I said before, it could be involving money, you know, jealousy surrounding money, someone accusing someone of stealing. I'm also, as I just seen it right now, it could have been like Shanquella could have told someone like, I think she stole or she steals or she does this, she does that, and it got back to this person. Again, that also. You keep getting these same damn people. So I'm going to stop shuffling. And then you got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. This person was jealous. These people, you know, was jealous of her success because they didn't have it. All right, you got that success. And reverse is the opposite. This is going to be my last shuffle. Because when you keep getting the same cards over and over again, they're saying like, okay, the messages are ready. Bottom of the deck. See, I feel like people felt like they weren't going to get discovered. And remember I said, when she passed, it was in Scorpio season. You got water here. And if you look right here, there's an eye right there. Like, it's an all-seeing eye. God sees all. God knows all. They didn't think that the justice was going to be, you know, directed in their vicinity, but it's happening here. I'm looking at this also, these fish. They're going in a circle. It's like they're chasing their tails now, trying to decide how they're going to deal with this. I'm not, okay, I have to be mindful about how I say this. So remember, they're called the Cabo 6. And of the 6, you got 4. You got two here, 2 here. So there's 4 fish. And like I said, there's 2 that's going to get the bulk of the time and things like that. But the other 4 are chasing their tails, trying to figure out how are they going to get away with it. Again, that Cabo 6, you got 6 moon phases right here. The eye, the Most High seen what y'all did. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moons. This happened in the past. The moon is definitely associated with the past. People think that they're going to get away with it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not going to happen. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They thought stuff was stable. They thought that they were home free. Not at all. And I'm going to say again, there's 2 people. You got a ship that's being struck by lightning in relationships. 2 relationships that were severed that day. This is truly a sad situation. First question, will one of the attendees finally speak up? Universal energies. Okay. That flipped out really quickly. Okay, I wasn't going to say this, but I was picking this up earlier. I don't know if you guys heard me pause, but I feel like one of these people may attempt to unalive themselves. I'm seeing a hangman here. Up under here, you got the Temperance card. She's holding 2 cups. Temperance is a card of time. It was only a matter of time before they was going to hang themselves. Like, it's only a matter of time. And AKA getting caught up. The first card you had, and I'm not going to take any of them because you had too many flip out, but I have to address it because they did flip out. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Knights are either going into battle, coming out of battle, going on some type of journey or adventure. This person isn't even fighting for her justice. This person could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's in reverse. This person has proof where they can fight for justice, but they know that they will be implemented also, so that's why they're not fighting. Again, I feel like there's a masculine. And that's why I said I feel like saying things, but subliminally saying, not, you know, acting like they're not saying things, but I mean, guilt is really wearing heavy on this individual. I'm going to just tuck these cards in here randomly, like I said, because they just flipped out that way, and then I'll do a little more shuffling because I don't want it to seem like I'm altering the cards or the energy at all. Bottom of the deck, back. What I say, when you guys will watch how I'm shuffling, when you keep getting the same cards over and over again, and keep in mind when I tuck those, I tucked it in the, like, towards the back to the middle, this card. This is someone scared to fight because they know that they will get implemented. They don't want any, they want it to just go away. They want it to just go away. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Will one of the attendees finally speak up? Okay, I'm going to take this because you got too many cards. Yeah, see, they're scared. They're scared that they're going to be implemented too. You got a female who's going down. Going down. And it's something about jealousy surrounding money and accusations regarding money, because you're starting off with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then you're ending with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is confirmation for me also, like, yeah, there's a masculine. I've been telling you guys. Didn't I say, you know, the nudity talks about vulnerability being exposed? I'm taking both of those. This person is fearful of saying anything and dropping down. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Dropping dime. You know this little slang saying like somebody's about to drop dime. In reverse, this is dropping dime, aka snitching. This person is scared to drop dime because they're scared of how it's going to affect them. You got Scorpio. Wow, you got Scorpio energy. The Tower is Scorpio. Again, she passed in Scorpio season. Scorpio and Aries energy here with the Tower. She's going down. I don't know if this Dejanay person is an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also, she's not talking. She's going to lawyer up. She ain't got the money to do it, though. She ain't got the funds to keep up with an attorney, to afford an attorney like that. Even if she starts off with one, she ain't going to have the money to keep trying to fight that. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups, walking away from things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling. And it's also with the moon. He's looking up at the moon, the past. walking away from the stagnancy is what I'm getting of this case being unresolved. That's wrapping up. Second question, was jealousy or a secret revealed the reason for her unalivement? Again, I'm going to say it like that because of YouTube. Universal. So you got the Two of Cups. Jealousy or a secret. Now, remember I said, was jealousy or a secret? There was a secret. You see how just the two of them know about this. They're eye to eye. They're locked in. This is a communication between the two of them. Somebody in this situation definitely could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Yeah, there was a secret. This is something that the two of them have this intimate ability to communicate on a level. So yeah, there was some information that came out, and a secret was what caused this whole fiasco, if you will. This very unfortunate situation. A secret for sure. Nine of Cups in reverse. Will she receive justice? Now, I did say 2025 is a 9 year. You have the Nine of Cups. And then she was a life path number 9. Now, with this being in reverse, it does not mean that she won't receive justice. This is just giving me like it hasn't come about yet. But it's coming. Because turned up right, he's very happy. Somebody gonna snitch. I always say with this, that rat makes me think about rat bastard. That's immediately what I think. A rat bastard, you know what they, you know, in the gangster movies, they say, you rat bastard. They call a snitch that somebody's gonna snitch. It's gonna happen. Let's see what's at the back of the deck. Whew. She's haunting one of them. She is haunting one of them. And then you got the Nine of Swords. She's gonna get her justice. Remember, we started off, you got the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then at the very back, you got the Nine of Swords in a 9 year. This could be towards the end of this year. Some information is coming in. Owls talk about hidden knowledge and hidden wisdom. That owl is not flying away from the window, it's flying towards her. This person, remember, and this is possibly why I was feeling this strong like this. As an empath, I will feel all types of things, and I'm feeling like the Spirit is giving me these downloads. I was saying in the very beginning, I claim that they are haunted by this woman. I claim that they can't sleep at night because of what they did to her. She's haunting one of these people for sure. They can't stop thinking about what happened. Swords, communication, and mental. They can't stop thinking about it. Look how she has her arms across her chest like she's embracing and trying to protect herself. Sweetheart, you should have thought about that when you chose violence. Swords can cause violence, right? You should have thought about that then. I'm just going to tuck this randomly in here. I'll shuffle again, so I won't get fussed at in the comment section. Because I'm always, you know, my intention is always to be completely authentic in whatever it is I'm picking up. I'm not choosing any cards. I let them flip out on their own. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Wands. Success, attainment, achievement, victory. It's in reverse. I feel like this is talking about the past. This is giving me a vibe like, I don't know what time they initially, you know, tried to press charges and things like that. But if it was around Leo season, which is July, August time frame when it initially took place, because keep in mind, she passed the Scorpio season, so like the following year, probably around Leo season, if they tried to, you know, continue to push for justice, I feel like, of course, in reverse, there was no victory in that. We know that because the case is still open. Let's see what's at the back. It's still... This is making me think about the Nine of Swords that we just seen. Then you got the Eight of Swords. Okay. This is mental imprisonment. This lady who did this to her is being haunted. You see how she's like chains on her hands. She feels bound. She's stuck mentally in her head. She may have even at one point thought about, I can't keep going through this every day. Like every day I can't sleep at night. I'm having anxiety. I have insomnia. You know, things like that. And she may have even thought about even as recent as last year, because 2024 was an 8 year. So it could have been as recent as 2024 when she was thinking about like, let me just go ahead and say something. I can't keep living like this. But because her eyes are blindfolded, it's like I can't see myself behind bars either, because these swords almost are around her like prison bars. She wanted jail though. If she doesn't do something to herself, I mean, I get a strong energy. Somebody's going to try to take themselves out. I'm hearing that. And I know this is a heavy message, but what's heavier than what that woman went through? Third question, will she receive justice? Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Will Shanquella Robinson receive justice? Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Will Shanquella Robinson receive justice? Okay, and it flew out and it landed like that. They're going down. How many times have we seen this damn card? These two, they going down. They going down, y'all. It's going to happen. Bottom of the deck, moon card. So the moon is things, hidden things, unknown things you do not have clarity about. When the moon is upright, there's hidden energy, there's secrets. In reverse, the moon becomes a sun. What did I just say about the sun not that long ago? The sun gonna shine light on everything. Y'all going down. They're in reverse. Where they thought that they, and you know, it's interesting also, you see how they're working together. They also may be like, okay, we need to come together and work on our story. It don't matter. Y'all ass is still grass. You know. You going down. Look at that. Y'all thought shit was sweet. Y'all thought it was going to kick it and key. Three of Cups. They may have even posted recently pictures of them out celebrating and having good times or things like that, you know. I'm going to tell you this also. Somebody that they consider a friend went back and told that mama. Because see, you got these two people here that I keep talking about. These two people that we can see their faces. We know who they are. These two people, I feel like they told somebody that was a mutual friend of both of theirs, and that person went back and told their mama, like, you know, they over there fighting your daughter. Again, look in the comment section and click that story. The mother, out of her own mouth, said that they called her and told her that her daughter was out there being fought. Look at that. I'm telling y'all, it's going down. They felt like these people were family to her, and I feel like I said, for the longest, the mother had a very difficult time wanting to press charges, wanting to direct an investigation towards them. She, of course, wanted to know what was going on with her children. Her child, of course. But she didn't want to believe that somebody that they felt like was family would do something like that. Them people, almost, again, I don't feel like their intentions was to, because I've seen this before where people were saying, like, they took her out there so that they can do that to her. I don't feel like that was an intention. Something came out when they was out there. Again, I'm seeing text messages. I'm seeing DMs. And one of these people showed it to the girl who was attacking her. And it triggered her. And then there was a lot of instigating and things like that. And that's what made it go to where it did. Two people going down. You got the Ten of Cups reverse again, and they got two people. The terrifying for me is looking like a judge. Lock their ass up and throw away the keys. They going to jail. Something that's Taurus, and that was a horrible shuffle, but I'm gonna keep shuffling. This is Taurus. They may even be getting called in or subpoenaed. Something's gonna happen possibly in Taurus season. That's April-May time frame. Three of Swords in reverse. They weren't expecting it though. And I don't feel like they are, something gonna happen in Taurus season with somebody. You got Taurus again with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And didn't I say before, this person does not have money to get a good attorney. Even if initially they get some money and loans or whatever, it's in reverse. And this is gonna cause devastation right here. They're gonna, you know, she ain't got no money. It's one specific one that I'm talking about. That Dejanay chick who was fighting her, you going down, sister girl. That's going to happen. They're going to do that to your ass. You can't lie your way out of this one. Seven of Swords. Lying, cheater, manipulator, sneak, conniver. Y'all wasn't her friend in that moment. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all knew what y'all was planning. Something did happen in Leo season also. Or there's a Leo that has been trying to keep their mouth closed or has been silenced. I also got with that Strength card, this person, you know, in reverse, I'm seeing like that person ain't strong enough. They not cut for prison, baby. And that's why I'm getting like somebody's gonna try to unalive themselves. Because they not ready for what's gonna happen. They not ready for that tower. Everybody's working on some lies. I'm gonna say again, you got these two people in reverse, you got these two people right here, and then right here where the Seven of Swords is, there's two swords behind. You get what I'm saying? It's two people who think that they're getting away with something, but absolutely not. Again, first question. Will one of the attendees finally speak up? You have the Tower, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to say again, I said from the beginning, I feel like it was a masculine who's going to say something, but they're going to say it without... it's one of those things where it's basically like someone saying like, I didn't do nothing, but you know, I know who was in the room, but I didn't see that they did nothing, but I know that they was acting weird after. One of those type of things, you know. It's like saying something without saying directly like, yes, I know this person had, you know, bloody knuckles or so, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. This person is going about in a roundabout way. This person will say things in a roundabout way. And that you lying too by not saying directly what you know, because you know. And this person wants to omit, and this person wants to remove himself from the situation. But if you know he's looking back, but he's tiptoeing forward, like, I know something, but I don't want to be involved in what happened back there. I don't want to be involved, and that's what this person is doing. So universal energies of light, love, and divine protection will one up. Okay. So you got the King of Cups in reverse. This person is definitely trying to avoid anything involving that. And then you got the Sun. They're trying to keep it a secret because, again, the Sun in reverse is the Moon. We just had the Moon in reverse, which was the Sun. But see, I said they're going to sing like a damn, because somebody going to sing like a canary once they get to handing out time and things like that. They realize how much time they're going to have to do. Yeah, this is some dropping dime. It's going to happen. This person wants to remove themselves from, and I feel like since then has removed himself from the friendship. There's a ship with friendships that's done. They distance themselves from them people altogether. Something's going to come out because, again, the Sun is the Moon. But this person's hiding. This person could be a water sign. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You got Scorpio here. I mentioned earlier on that I feel like something will happen where individuals will be questioned again in Taurus season. There could be a thing where, okay, you're facing this much time, because this is just like an overflow, like a lot going on. Like, here, you're facing this much time if you don't say something. And then right, he's holding it down. Like, I'm holding on to it. In reverse, I'm dropping down. Like I told y'all before, this person gonna drop down. Initially, they gonna bullshit with it, act like they didn't have any prominent role. Kings and queens hold very prominent roles. In reverse, it's like, I wasn't even there. I didn't know what happened. I didn't this. I didn't do that. And da-da-da-da. But you know what I noticed, and this is something that I always peep about everything. People will tell on themselves all the time, especially when they're trying to avoid getting caught. They'll tell on themselves unintentionally. In the video, if you see the clip, he goes on to say that he didn't know anything about this. He didn't know anything about that. He wasn't there. I had nothing to do with this. But then he says other things like, I just heard that this happened. I just heard that happen. Well, if you just heard this, you just heard that. Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you tell authorities? Why didn't you do that? Because you were too busy lying, the Seven of Swords. Because you were there. You're trying to remove yourself, but you were definitely there. A king or a queen is never going to remove themselves from their throne. They know everything. As far as a king or queen goes, this is someone who would know everything that goes on in their kingdom. So this person knew, and I told y'all from the very beginning, it's going to be a masculine. You got a masculine here. You got a masculine here. You got a masculine here. You got masculine here. The Sun is masculine, the Moon is feminine. You got that here. Every single card here is associated with a masculine energy. It's going to be a masculine who's going to subliminally say stuff, and that's going to be the downfall of all. This person's going to drop down. They're going to snitch. But they think they're going to do it in a way where they're not really saying it directly, but they're going to say just enough. It's going to happen. Yep, Eight of Wands, fast-moving communication coming out of the blue unexpectedly. What this person thinks they're not saying is going to be more than enough to aid in this case, okay? Second question, was jealousy or secret revealed the reason for her unalivement? A secret. This is something, I just said this. Fast-moving communication coming out of the blue unexpectedly. Some type of text. When I see this, it makes me think about like text message after text message after text message, you know, just constant messages. You got 2 8s here. Something that could have came in at the 8 o'clock hour. Then I'm peeping what's behind there. Yep, this person was heartbroken. The person who attacked Shanquella was heartbroken. It hurt. Whatever came out, something that happened is, you know, she's being accused of doing something behind someone's back because you can see nothing but this person's back here. And this person was hurt, and they chose violence as their way to respond. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Yep, the Wheel of Fortune. Didn't I say earlier something about money? Was jealousy or a secret revealed the reason for her unalivement? Something about money. Something's gonna happen in Taurus season, or this person could be a Taurus. You got Taurus twice. This is the major arcana associated with Taurus, and you also have Taurus here. Okay. And then you got the devil. This person let the devil choose their fate. The wheel of fortune is fate and destiny. They allowed the worst possible actions to seal their fate. That's exactly what you got. Something, man, look here. I keep hearing it. Lock their ass up and throw away the key. Those keys are crossed. You ain't getting your ass out. You need to do life. You're going to do life. They're going to get trumped up on so many different cases. I'm just looking at so many different, what do you call that, charges. As you're looking at the book, it's like the judge throwing a book at them. Every single one of them has a book. Justice is going to be served. You see how that sword is up? That's justice also. And back to what I was saying in regards to, I know this is like a spiritual thing, but he's presiding over them as if he's like a judge or something like that. They're going to have their day in court. And they're going to have their day behind, they're going to have their lifetime behind bars also. And again, both of these are major arcana, so that's definite. It's going to happen. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the whole entire deck of tarot. The last question is, will she receive justice? This is the slowest moving knight. You know, knights are about journeys. Knights are always going on to a battle, going into battle, coming out of battle. So this battle is like, it moved very slow. This battle to receive justice for her has been a very slow one. Unrightfully so. Because, you know, we could feel like, well, they had more than enough evidence and blah, 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 blah. But how do you, we also have to think about this. This is why I said, the judicial system failed her immensely also, and they're gonna have to pay too. They need to, because how do you choose which autopsy or what findings is more important than the other? If one says that there was severe, you know, stuff going on with the spinal cord and then a broken neck, how do you choose the one that says it was inconclusive over that one? How do you decipher that? Whose call was that? Why was that the call? You all failed that woman immensely. You didn't want to deal with that. And I'm dare I say, I'm even getting something about organ harvesting, to be honest with you, as well. And that may be a cover up in its own. I'm not going to get too deep into that because nothing here is showing that, but I'm telling you what I'm picking up there. Intuitively. Let's get a clarifier for this 10 of Cups in reverse. Again, will she receive justice? They going down, I can tell you that, so that's a yes for me. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Will Shanquella Robinson receive justice? Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Okay. Somebody's going to drop down. And then there's another card that flipped up like this. Oh, yeah, they going down, baby. They going down. Look at this. Check me out. You got the 10 of Cups in reverse, and then you got the 10 of Cups upright. Now, the 10 of Cups in reverse is the two people that I keep talking about. They going down. This is going to make her family happy. This is a family. Her family is going to finally be able to rejoice because something's going to happen. It's going down. I'm getting charges. I'm hearing that some type of charge that's going to happen is going to get dropped. But I also get like something new is going to drop in Taurus season. Something's going to happen. April, May time frame. You got Pentacles here. Okay. With this down, it's like official charges being filed, official. I'm hearing that their luck has run out. When I think about, you know, the lucky gold coin, their luck has run out in reverse. Let's see what's at the bottom here. Strength card. Again, I'm going to say somebody not strong enough for the consequences they about to get. There definitely could be a Leo in this situation because you got Leo, the major arcana for Leo twice. Or someone has a Leo moon. Of course, we wouldn't know that unless you know all of their placements, but which makes me feel like somebody's a Leo in this situation. Or like I said, something that happened in Leo season the year after her passing, and they didn't get justice, but this is about to shift now. Back of the deck, 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back, let down, betrayed. This is what happened to Shanquella. She was betrayed by people. And remember I said she had a severe spinal cord injury. This is like going down his spine. You get what I'm saying here? And it's interesting because you got 10, 10, and 10. Huh. And it's you know, what is this? She passed in 2022. And she passed in October, 10. You got 10, 10, 10. This year in October, it will be 3 years since she's passed. And you got 3 10s here. And she passed in October. Huh. Let's see what's right here. The High Priestess, Piscean energy, someone's first, middle, last initial in this situation could be BTJ, PRS, MH, or W. In reverse, they think people won't know. They think people won't find out because High Priestess is all knowing. She knows what's up. They think people not going to find out. It's going to happen. The Magician, they are not able to pull the wool across anyone's eyes anymore. The Magician is a master illusionist. They can make you see whatever it is they want you to see. Not anymore. The tricks, the illusion, it's over. You can't evade the situation any longer. You got Gemini and also Virgo energy here. And then I heard this should be the final card. You got the Two of Swords. These two women are about to get it. They're going down because the card is down. It was in reverse. They're going down. That's what's going to happen here. That is what's going to happen. This is a very unfortunate situation. And I'm going to suggest, just like I did with my child, especially when you have children who are young and teenage, and it can be a little scary. You know, as parents, how to speak to your children, because I keep getting this keeps happening. Like, what was it? The Kanika situation here in Chicago, where the young lady was, you know, walking to the freezer. She went to a party with friends, and then they found her no longer with us here in the physical. There's so many situations where people are going out of town with their friends and doing things with their friends, okay? And then they're not making it back home to their family. I even had a situation a couple months ago with my son where his friend was unalive, was out socializing, and he never made it back home to his family with friends, okay? Make sure you are talking to your children, male and female, about the reality. And it's scary and it's hard to do that because you don't want your children to be scared of the world. You don't want your children not to connect with people, because that's a part of all of our purposes. We have to work with people. One hand always has to wash the other. You know, we're supposed to work together, but also be aware of your surroundings. That's number one. Use your discernment. If something doesn't feel right, it's not. They need to learn that. They need to understand that. You know, and when you have children who you pick up that something ain't right about them friends, I don't care what your child is saying, you have to tell them like that's not your friend. I've had to tell my daughter that about two people, and I told her they cannot come to my house. You cannot go to their house. You cannot go to this event with them. I've told my daughter this, and she was not happy because, Ma, that's my friend. No, she's not. You need to talk to your children about this. Allow stuff like this to be a lesson. Allow this to be a teachable situation, as unfortunate as it is, because it could very well save someone's life. Please, 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 because this situation is very heart-wrenching. When this first came out, I was devastated for her family. Just hearing the report, seeing the video, because the video was circulating a lot, and that video alone is like, how could you not charge? Here's the thing. Even if they couldn't charge anyone for her unalivement, why could you not charge her for attacking her like that brutally? Why didn't y'all take that over? That's what I'm saying. They failed her on so many accounts. When you saw that footage, why did you not say that when you attacked her, that woman was not fighting you back? You need to be charged for this. Like, why was nothing happened to this woman? Why was she allowed to board a plane and go back to her everyday life when this woman was no longer living hers? Inexcusable. And this is why for so long people have been trying to fight for themselves. And police officers know that people are calling for their heads, that family was calling for their heads, because there's no way any of them should have been able to. Literally the day after this woman lost her life, okay, they were on a plane back home. They should not. That's less than 24 hours investigations. Less than that. They should not have been allowed to go home that quick. And I know you can't hold people against their will, but yeah, there was something to that. And not only that, it wasn't just like she had a broken neck, severe spinal cord injury. It was also said that she had bruises all over her body. So you're not going to tell me that they had the right to go home. That's, it's infuriating, but they're going to go down. That's fantastic. That family is going to be able to rejoice that they have victory and justice for their daughter. And these people their luck has run out. Something's going to happen in Taurus season. You got Taurus. Wow, that's interesting. Possibly in March during Taurus season, because you got 4 Tauruses in a row. Taurus, 4. And you have the major arcana for Taurus, and it's upright. There may be a court hearing or some type of news briefing, because you see how he's sitting. It's almost like these people could be reporters listening to a officer or a chief or somebody talk about the case. Because now I'm seeing like cameras flashing like they're talking about this case. They're talking about the investigation. I'm seeing something more in the news about it. It's going to happen in Taurus season. And more stuff is going to come to light. I'm also hearing that people have omitted evidence. Some evidence has been submitted, because even this, I'm seeing like a right. It's like, here, I'm offering you some, here's some evidence in reverse. It's like they're not presenting what was brought to them. They're not presenting everything, y'all. They're not. But it doesn't matter, because everybody's going to have their day under the sun. You're going to have to pay the piper when you do shady shit, especially to this magnitude. This is... So yeah, I just want to share that, because I was giving those messages. I did ask about this. It showed up in my feed not that long ago that they had, they were investigating it further. And, I just started asking questions, and I was getting those downloads, and I was kind of apprehensive about talking about it, because like I said, I didn't want to come off like I was blaming her. But again, we cannot act like we're 100% perfect in things. It's possible that she did do something that they seen as, backstabbing and hurtful or shady, but it absolutely does not give you the right to take someone's life. Nothing in this world is worth that, because now so many lives have been altered because of it. And it's very unfortunate. So thank you guys so much again for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. As always, I'm going to ask that you like, share, subscribe, click that all button. And until next time, take care and be well. Bye.